Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Force with another deck spotlight. Today we'll be taking a look at the Naxx enhanced mid-range Pally. We've got some of the new cheap Naxx minions, including the Sticky Haunted Creeper and the Echoing Oooze, which is an amazing card when comboed with some of our minion enhancers, including Sword of Justice and Blessing of Kings. And then finally we've got some mid and late game value minions like the Sludge Beelcher and Cairne Bloodhoof. Let's go ahead and take a look at the deck in action. And for our example game for today's spotlight, we will be playing against a Hunter, quite fitting given the current meta. We'll hold on to the Acolyte of Pain, dump everything else, because we really look for some early game value to sort of offset his early game damage that he'll be coming out with. The web spinners, the animal companions, all of that stuff. So we're going to start off with the Argent Squire. Great thing is we've got the Abusive Sergeant here, which is going to make it that much easier for us to trade up. Now in this matchup, I found that you have to sort of toe the line between controlling the board, getting stuff in play, but also being aware that Unleash the Hounds is coming. Now, he did throw down a secret immediately. That almost guaranteed tells me that that's quite probably a freezing trap. So I actually don't think I'm going to, I mean, I guess it could be explosive, but I don't think I'm going to play any other minions. I think we're just going to reinforce right now instead of playing the second Argent Squire. And you notice we didn't attack. It's because I don't want to have my Argent Squire bounce back to my hand. I don't think that's worth a single point of damage. I'd rather wait and hit him with that. So he plays the Animal Companion, hits me for 4. So now I'm going to swing with the 1/1, and let's see if this is what I think it is. And it is. Okay, fantastic. So we saved our Argent Squire. And now the great thing is we can trade up into his 4/2, and we'll still have 2 minions in play. And we'll probably just reinforce here, because I typically actually don't play the Echoing Oooze. There's a, oh, you know what, actually, why don't we Acolyte of Pain? Yeah, I think that sounds quite fine, especially given our current hand. Acolyte of Pain will give us some value. If he throws down Explosive Trap right now, we're gonna get 2 card draws off of our Acolyte of Pain. Is that what he, oh boy. He's actually gonna Hunter's Mark. Okay, well, that puts a kink in our plans, but frankly, I would rather him Hunter's Mark and Acolyte of Pain than Hunter's Mark one of our bigger mid-game creatures that are much more threatening to him. So this is explosive, so let's attack into it. He's gonna pop our board, we're gonna draw a card, and we've got a few decisions as to what we could do right now. We could go with a weapon, we could go with a Knife Juggler and throw down a minion. I feel wary about this play because of Explosive Trap or his charges, but you know, we're just going to be throwing down a single minion here. I'm trying to think if I want to reinforce or go with the Argent Squire. Let's just reinforce. Let's just go ahead and reinforce. So I feel a little bit safe playing the Argent Squire right now by himself. A lot of times I like to do it with an Argent Protector. Or, oh my god, is this seriously his second Explosive Trap? Is that seriously his second Explosive Trap? That would be crazy if he blew his second Explosive Trap this early. I mean, he's whittling me down here, but I guess it could be a freezing too, so let's test to see if it's a freezing trap. Okay, so if it's explosive, it's just gonna happen anyways. So let's just attack into him and see what happens. I mean, it could also be something like a snipe or something, but oh, it's a misdirection. Wow, all right, so he's gonna hit me for 3 in the face with that. I'm really happy though that that's a misdirection, non-explosive. We can go ahead and play the Sludge Beelcher right now. And, I mean, we could also play a couple more minions, but we still have to worry about that second Explosive Trap, and Sludge Beelcher is a bit protected from it unless he uses a second Hunter's Mark, so let's go ahead and play this. We're going to get the Knife Throw value. And it's good that we did that after attacking, because the misdirection could have hit our Sludge Beelcher. All right, he plays a Savannah Highmane. I'm actually not too concerned about that right now with the Sludge Beelcher in play. And, oh, the Sword of Justice, Echoing Oooze value. I think this is going to be the point where I'm just going to go for it. As I mentioned earlier, yes, you do have to be cognizant of Unleash the Hounds, but it's a line that you want to toe. It's a line that you want to toe. So this is amazing because Echoing Oooze becomes a 2/3, and then at end of turn when he gets copied, he becomes a 3/4. And I think I'm just going to hit him in the face because he has to walk into our taunt anyway. So let's pass the turn. Echoing Oooze copies as a 2/3, but it's a new creature coming into play, so it becomes a 3/4. This combo, as well as Echoing Oooze with Blessing of Kings, it's just, you get such value out of the card. And look at this board right now. Even if he Explosive Traps, the only thing that's, oh, King Moogla. I actually don't mind that. Okay, so he's got to kill command the 3/5 and then kill the 1/2 by walking his 6/4 into it, right? Oh gosh, that's awesome. Got a Knife Juggle at it too. So that means he's gonna be down to 1 HP. This is so amazing right now. All right, so we've got 2 bananas. We should probably clear his board right now. We've got Consecrate. And then I just have to deal 3 damage to Mukla. So we want to pop him down to get the 2/2/2s in play. I can play this first, and then yeah, this will be good. So I'm gonna play this first, get a knife throw, see where it goes. It hits the 5/4 now. That's perfect. So now I only need to deal 4 damage to that. So that means we're gonna walk into this, bring out 2/2/2s, and then go with 1/2, and then the Consecrate. And that's a board clear. And we have got an amazing board right now. Even if he throws down a trap, we can use the bananas to pump up our 3/2 and our 2/2. And we've got the weapon to, I mean, we've got the victory next turn. Let's see what he does here. Oh, a high main. Oh, that's absolutely fine with me. That is absolutely fine with me. And a Blessing of Kings. We have undoubtedly got the victory. He realizes that, concedes. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the deck list. All right, for the Naxx enhanced mid-range Pally deck, we start off with 2 Abusive Sergeants. That +2 attack gives us great trade-up value, especially with things like Argent Squire in the early game. 2 of the Argent Squires, 2 Argent Protectors. In many cases, as sort of an amazing situation for me is to turn 3 Sword of Justice, turn 4 Knife Juggler into Argent Protector. I mean, it's just a very solid play. So 2 of the Argent Protectors to protect our value creatures can also be used on stuff like the Sludge Beelcher, although be careful about overcommitting to a single minion because that becomes a obvious elimination target for the opponent with things like Silence. 2 of the Echoing Oozes by themselves, you know, 2 1/2s for 2 mana, certainly not bad, but it becomes infinitely better when comboed with Sword of Justice, when comboed with Blessing of Kings, when comboed with Argent Protector. I mean, even just getting a turn where you have Sword of Justice enhancement and you Argent Protector the Echoing Oooze, you're going to get a 2/3 and a 3/4 minion, both of which will have the Divine Shield on them. It's unreal value. Haunted Creeper, amazing early game value, really helps deal with the current Hunter metagame. We've got the Knife Juggler because why not? Look at all of our early drop minions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including him is 6, and if we go up to 3, that's 7 and 8. So we've got 16 total minions that cost 3 or less. Knife Juggler is a perfect fit here. Running 2 of these Sword of Justices, I get so much value out of it, and you wouldn't really want to do this if you're going like a sort of a face gameplay plan where you were just trying to rush them down as fast as possible, but going for the board control mid-range route, I think the second Sword of Justice, it just fits, it works perfectly in this deck, again, especially with the existence of our Echoing Oozes. You get so much value out of that. Single Divine Favor for when you're in the late game and you empty your hand inevitably. We also have the Acolyte of Pains for that, filling that same purpose, getting cards in your hand. Aldor Peacekeeper to deal with those major threats when we're talking about the current Hunter meta, or if you're dealing with hand locks, you're getting rid of the giant threat, you're getting rid of the high main threat. It's just to turn those creatures from imposing to not much of anything, but maybe a lot of health. Truesilver Champion, cleaning up the board, pushing through extra damage to your opponent. Blessing of Kings, same idea. It allows you to push through extra damage. It allows you to trade up. It's also, again, amazing with Echoing Oooze. A Consecration for a bit of board control. You will notice there's a lack of equality here, but I feel like the Consecration by itself in conjunction with Knife Juggler and all of our small minions is usually enough. You know, you could consider running equality, but I haven't had much of a problem, and I quite easily climb from rank 10 to 5 solely using this deck here. We've got the Sludge Beelcher. It's the value mid-game, including cards like Cairne Bloodhoof. Again, they're so sticky. Unless silenced, they're going to be staying in play and getting a lot of value. Guardian of Kings for that little bit of extra life gain, plus that nice body. And then finally, our big beefy late game minion, the Tirion Fordring. If you don't have him, maybe consider running a second Guardian of Kings or just some other large drop for when you get into those late game situations. Something sort of a nail in the coffin, as you will. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. We will be doing a follow-up gameplay video where I show you a few matches with this deck. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day. Keep watching and keep owning.